It is Heide, Cline, McKerley, and my beautiful daughter,
Arden Adams. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, she's joining me today for story time for everyone. And we're each going to read 2 books for you today. We're here for the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund, and we hope that if you're watching this, that it's giving you some entertainment and maybe a little time for the children to be entertained. And I hope you will think about supporting this great organization. Yay! All right, first off today, we're going to start with A World Full of Monsters. Whoa! All right, this is by John Troy McQueen. All right.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, we're on Jeff's computer because apparently mine needs updating. We didn't know that till we were logging on. A World Full of Monsters. Okay. A long time ago, when my grandparents' were growing up, monsters were everywhere.
Look at all these monsters.
Yep. Tons of monsters. There weren't any electric lights. There weren't any cars. There weren't many big machines. But there were monsters. Oh, look at him. That monster looks like it's picking its nose. That's
Almost.
terrible. Ooh, gross. All right. That monster and I are dressed in the same color. Eek. All right. There were monsters in the city. There were monsters in the country. City monsters, country monsters. In the city, monsters were policemen. The mayor was a monster. Monsters carried garbage to the city dump, and monsters put out fires.
All over the place.
Everywhere. Woohoo! All right. Monsters were everywhere you looked. When you saw one, you just said, "Hi, monster," and you kept on walking. Okay? Yeah, no big whoop. It's just a monster. Yeah, big deal.
Monster.
Big deal. In the country, monsters ran the farms. Monsters cut the hay. Monsters milked the cows. Monsters fed the pigs. Monsters fed the chickens. They did all the things. Okay? Yep, monsters were everywhere you looked. Look at those monsters having some tea by the beach. Yeah? Hanging out.
Some tea on the beach.
Enjoying life. Yes. Monsters played football. Monsters went bowling. Monsters played baseball. Monsters even played tennis.
Even tennis.
Tennis. Look at that.
Come on, tennis.
Woohoo! All right. She's like, I want to be Yvonne Goolagong. Yvonne Goolagong. All right. Cool. All right. Monsters were everywhere. Look at them doing some ballet. Yes. Nice. All right. There aren't many monsters left nowadays.
It's sad.
It is sad.
Very sad.
Well, we sort of do have monsters around nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that. All right. But at night, when I hear the screech, screech, screech sound,
Screech, screech, screech.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That kind of scary sound, yeah. The tick, tick, tick sound, the scratch, scratch, scratch sound, the squeak, squeak, squeak sound, or the drip, drip, drip that it's the sound of monsters.
Some good word exercises.
Thank you. Always here to teach, child. When one comes into my room, I'll just say, "Hi, monster." What's up? And go back to sleep. Because I ain't afraid of no monsters. Nope. There you go. All right. Excellent. That's our first book. A World Full of Monsters. Arden's up next.
Yay!
What you got, Arden?
So I have an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah.
Corduroy.
Aww.
Got some corduroy action. This was one of my personal favorites when I was a kid. So, Corduroy by Don Freeman. There we go. Whoops. There's
That's
the
all
camera.
right. That's all right.
It's my first time, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
okay. You're doing great. There you go.
Alright.
Beautiful.
Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. It's very sweet.
It is.
It's very sweet.
Super sweet.
The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls.
What is wrong with green
I
overalls?
want a bear with green
I'm wearing a
overalls.
green shirt and green
There's
earrings.
some green for you.
Nothing wrong with green.
There's nothing wrong with
Nothing.
Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps."
Oh, so that makes him not.
"Wow, Mom."
Yeah.
Come on, Mom.
Holy cow, that button can be replaced.
Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Corduroy's my type of guy. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator,
Oh!
and up he went. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain.
I think it could be a madcap adventure.
Hey,
That's what I think it
Corduroy's
could be.
about adventure. That's what we love about him.
Yep.
He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." I didn't know a home store could be a palace.
It is to Corduroy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You know, Corduroy, live your dreams.
He has his needs are small and simple. It's good.
He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed, haven't we all?"
And we do.
And we do.
Yes.
And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. The mattress looks really comfortable. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried. And he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Come on, Corduroy. Let's persevere.
Figure it out. Figure it out, Corduroy.
He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Look at him toppling over. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Oh no.
Madcap, we told you it was coming.
Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator, as any watchman would. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here."
Ooh, Corduroy.
He flashed his lights under and over the sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of them all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" Look how scared he looks.
Oh, Corduroy.
But hey, you know what? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator. That's a good man.
Yeah, it's a good man. Good man.
And set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls.
Aww.
I like this watchman.
Yeah, he's good.
I like this watchman.
Yeah.
Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home."
Oh.
Lisa wants Corduroy.
Yeah, she does.
And Lisa will get Corduroy.
Yay, Lisa!
"Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," it said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa treated him well. I mean, look at that bed. Look at that room.
Yep.
Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and she gave him a big hug. The end.
Oh, that was so good!
There's a reason this was one of my favorite books as a kid.
Yes, Corduroy. That was amazing.
Go,
well
Lisa.
done, Arden. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, it's time to go to the world of crazy Amelia Bedelia.
One of my favorite series as a
She
kid.
is
I
nuts.
love her.
Yes, Amelia Bedelia.
Bravo.
Yes, bravo, Amelia Bedelia. All right, cool. Amelia Bedelia.
Love you, Sophia. Thank
Yes,
you.
Sophia. Wah, wah, wah. All right, here we go. It was the day of the school concert, and Mrs. Rogers was very upset.
Oh, no.
Where is Amelia Bedelia? I sent her to the station 2 hours ago to pick up our new conductor. The orchestra is waiting to practice. And, oh, I need to show that picture. There she is. Look at her. She's so upset.
I love your teacher voice.
Well, thanks. It sort of developed as the page went on. All right. Yoo-hoo! Said Amelia Bedelia. I'm back! Where is the conductor? Said Mrs. Rogers. I told you to pick up the conductor. I tried my best, said Amelia Bedelia, but he was too big for me to pick up.
Instructions, literally.
A large man in a blue uniform followed Amelia Bedelia into the gym. "Oh no," said Mrs. Rogers. "This man isn't the conductor." "He sure is," said Amelia Bedelia. "Look at his uniform."
She picked up the train conductor.
Yeah. Oh, Amelia Bedelia.
Taking instructions too literally. She couldn't pick them up. Not pick them up.
She does that all the time.
Yeah.
"I did not mean a train conductor," said Mrs. Rogers. "I meant a musical conductor." "He's very musical," said Amelia Bedelia. "He whistled all the way over here." Just then, a man in a nice black suit jogged into the gym. "I'm sorry I am so late," he said. "No one met me at the station." "The real conductor," said Mrs. Rogers. "Thank goodness you are here."
I love that the train conductor's musicality is him hitting the cymbal.
All right. "Look, lady," said the other conductor, "I like music, but I've got a train to catch." "Catch a train," said Amelia Bedelia. "Be sure to use both hands. Trains are heavy."
Smart.
"Never mind," said Mrs. Rogers. "I will drive him back to the station, Amelia Bedelia. You help the other conductor." "Hurry back," said Amelia Bedelia. "You do not want to miss the concert." Oh, Amelia Bedelia. You are so confused. The conductor said hello to the students. "Let's practice a few numbers," he said. He waved his baton to start the music. 1, 2, and 3. Amelia Bedelia kept on counting. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and stop, said the conductor. "Did we practice enough numbers?" said Amelia Bedelia. The children giggled. Oh, Amelia Bedelia.
Musical numbers, not counting.
Yes. So wrong. Bless her. All right. "Don't count out loud," said the conductor. "You can tap your toe if you like." And Amelia Bedelia bent over to reach her toes. "Tap, tap, tap." "Tap, tap, tap." The children began to laugh. "Tap, tap, tap," went the conductor's baton. "Quiet, please. We have to practice," the conductor said. He waved his baton. The orchestra began to play.
Tapping her toes.
Yeah.
Tapping.
She just
In the
doesn't get it. Amelia Bedelia was enjoying the music until a bee flew in. "Shoo!" said Amelia Bedelia. "Go away!" She tried to swat that bee. She waved her arms around. The conductor stopped the music. "Miss Bedelia, I am the conductor. Only I get to wave my arms around." "Sorry," said Amelia Bedelia. "There is a bee, see? And a barking dog." All right, A, B, C, asked the conductor. "We are practicing music, not the alphabet."
Barking dog.
The orchestra started up again. So did that bee. "Excuse me," said Amelia Bedelia. "May I borrow your pot lids?" The boy laughed. "Sure, here you go." "Bye-bye, bee," said Amelia Bedelia. Ooh.
Feeling that bee.
Oh no, don't talk about death and destruction. It's story time. Okay? All right. "Miss Bedelia," shouted the conductor, "we were playing a B flat. Would you call that a B flat?" Amelia Bedelia looked at the B. "Absolutely," Absolutely, said Amelia Bedelia. A bee couldn't get any flatter. So you read notes, said the conductor. Only if they are addressed to me, said Amelia Bedelia. Do you play, said the conductor. I play every day, said Amelia Bedelia. Mr. Rogers says I'm an expert at fiddling. Oh, Amelia Bedelia, yes you are. All right. The conductor handed her a violin. An expert fiddler, he said, then you must play by ear. If you insist, said Amelia Bedelia. She rubbed her ear across the strings. Ouch! Owie! Help! Cried Amelia Bedelia. A girl helped her untangle her hair. Expert fiddler indeed, said the conductor. Next time you should use a bow. I'll use ribbons and barrettes too, said Amelia Bedelia. Bless her. All right. The conductor shook his head. You should try a different instrument. Which one? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Try the French horn, said the conductor, or maybe another wind instrument, or take up something in the string section. The audience began to come into the gym. It was almost time for the concert. Amelia Bedelia looked sad. Is there something I could play today? Asked Amelia Bedelia. All right. Only this, said the conductor. Anyone can play the triangle. Amelia Bedelia was so excited. She hit the triangle very hard. Ding, 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 ding. Play it lower, said the conductor. Amelia Bedelia sat down on the floor. She played it lower. Oh, triangle. More triangle, please.
More triangle.
I give up, said the conductor. Just hit the triangle once after the drum roll, and when you hear this, he signaled to a boy to play the chimes. I'll get it, said Amelia Bedelia. She ran for the nearest door. Come back here, said the conductor. Didn't you hear that doorbell? Asked Amelia Bedelia. No one is at the door, said the conductor. When you hear those chimes, you come in. Oh, goodness. All right, that's easy, said Amelia Bedelia. She opened the door and went out. Where are you going? Said the conductor. I have to go out before I can come in, said Amelia Bedelia. She shut the door behind her. Good riddance, said the conductor. I'll let her out after the concert is over. Oh, the conductor is so done with her. Oh,
he's having a time.
Yeah. Woo! Every seat in the gym was filled. Mrs. Rogers got back just in time. Now, where has Amelia Bedelia gone? Said Mrs. Rogers. She introduced the conductor to the audience. He waved his baton, and the concert began. Oh, I do too. Any day of the week. Amelia Bedelia heard the music start. I must listen for when to come in, she said to herself. She looked around the storeroom. While I wait, maybe I can find those instruments he told me about. Where would I find a string section? She picked up a piece of rope. This is the only string I see, said Amelia Bedelia. I'll cut off a section later. Amelia Bedelia looked around some more. Aha! Wind instrument. Should I try a big one or a little one? She took the little wind instruments. I think she thinks the fan.
Is this a one-woman band?
Yeah. She is just that talented, exactly. Amelia Bedelia. Where would they put a French horn? Said Amelia Bedelia. She sat down to think. Yow! She cried. She looked where she had sat. Lucky me, I found 2 horns. She sat on a Viking helmet. All right. They may not be French, but they'll do. Whoops! There's that doorbell again, said Amelia Bedelia. I'm late. She flung the storeroom door open. Gangway, I'm coming in.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. They probably should not let her in. The cord from the wind instrument got tangled in her legs. Watch out! Said Amelia Bedelia. She fell into a big bass drum. Suddenly it's I Love Lucy, or Carol Burnett. The drum began to roll. It rolled right at the conductor. Stop! He yelled. I said stop! It stopped after it ran into him. What a performance. Madcap. Always, Amelia Bedelia. The conductor was very mad. You ruined my concert, Amelia Bedelia. What have you got to say for yourself? Amelia Bedelia didn't know what to say. So she did what he had said to do. She hit the triangle once. Ding! All the students began to clap and cheer. What a cool concert, said a boy. I want to play in the orchestra, said a girl. Me too, said each and every one.
Yay, more kids in band.
Yay, more kids in band. That's right. The conductor pulled Amelia Bedelia out of the drum. Was that a good drum roll? Asked Amelia Bedelia. You played it by ear, said the conductor. I used my whole body, said Amelia Bedelia. Everyone was standing up and clapping. The conductor said Amelia Bedelia should take a bow. My gracious, said Mrs. Rogers. Are you hurt, Amelia Bedelia? I had fun, said Amelia Bedelia, but I'd rather fiddle around at home. That is music to my ears, said the conductor. All right. Yeah. The next day, Amelia Bedelia made a thank you note for the conductor. She forgot to sign it, but somehow the conductor knew that it was from Amelia Bedelia.
Does it have on the note?
There you go. Yeah, a note.
On the note.
From Amelia Bedelia. Yeah. Good fun right there. Amelia Bedelia is cuckoo. All right. Awesome. All right.
All right.
Arden's got one more for us.
Last one. Okay. This is a good story with mice.
Mice!
It's called Mimi and the Picnic.
Aww. It's got cute illustrations.
At the angle like this, so it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Alright.
Mimi and the Picnic by Martin Waddell. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Mimi lived with her mouse sisters and brothers beneath the big tree. The mice came in all sizes, but the smallest of all was called Hugo. Look at that.
Hugo.
Look at that tree.
Yeah.
That's a pretty awesome tree.
That is. I like that tree.
One day, they all went for a picnic on the bank of the river. Look how much fun they're having. Mimi laid out a lovely lunch for her sisters and brothers. Hugo sat on his big leaf and watched her while the sisters and brothers ran off to play. That's how small he is. Tiny! Tiny little Hugo. They played, and 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 they did what?
They played.
Good job. But when they came back for their lunch, Hugo's big leaf was empty. There was no sign of Hugo at all. Exactly, we're all sad. Hugo's so small, he'd be easily lost, Mimi said. We'd better start looking for Hugo right away. That's right, let's look for Hugo. Hero wants to look for Hugo.
She does. She does.
The Mouse sisters and brothers scurried about under the leaves and around Robin's nest and up Badger's path by the 2 rusty tins and down by Mole's hole. Mole's hole. Hugo's so small we can't find him at all, the Mouse sisters and brothers told Mimi. Try looking some more, Mimi said. That's right. We're going to persevere and we're going to find Hugo. We're going to find Hugo. And they looked, and they looked, and they looked, and they looked, and they did what?
They looked.
And then they looked a lot more. Some of them looked where they'd looked before. Hugo's lost, Mimi said. The sisters and brothers and Mimi were very upset. Hugo was so small, and all of them loved him a lot.
Aww.
That's a supportive family.
It is. You want to find your children who are lost.
Exactly. Mimi sat down on Hugo's big leaf and started to cry. Great big mouse tears rolled down her cheeks, and her mouse sisters and brothers cried too, for they all loved little Hugo so much. It's okay. I hope they find Hugo too. They cried, and 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 they did what? They cried! They cried. And then, in all caps, and then, they found Hugo.
Yay!
But he wasn't as small as he was before.
No. Putting on the feed bag.
For he'd had a very big lunch. He had their food.
All of it.
He ate their food.
Yep.
See, look at all that food.
Woo-hoo!
And that's the end. They found Hugo, thankfully.
They found him, and he had an amazing meal.
lunch.
Hey everybody! It's been awesome to do story time with the awesome Arden.
Yay.
And we hope, again, that you will think about supporting the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund if you have not done so already, or if you can, again. And we hope you enjoyed story time. It's been our absolute pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We hope everyone's staying safe, you're staying healthy. Just know that we're going to get through this together as we've stayed together thus far, and we can only get better from here.
That's right. All right. We love everybody.
Mwah.
Have a great